Hey everyone, this is Heidi from Hands Occupied with a crochet tutorial for you today. In this one, we're going to take a look at how to make these super cute little butterflies that make a great embellishment for things like placemats, afghans, scarves, you name it. So these cute little butterflies right here are really easy to do, and all you need to know to be able to make one of these little butterflies is how to do a chain stitch and a single crochet stitch. So what we need on our hook here, I've chained 9 stitches, and this is how you make this white little butterfly. I've chained 9 stitches, and now we're going to single crochet across our chain, so we'll single crochet 8 times starting in the second chain from the hook. So we find that second chain, single crochet, and do the same all the way across. There's 1, 2, 3, and this is a perfect example if you are more of a beginning crocheter. This project will really reinforce the need to chain loosely, not crazy loosely, but loose enough that you're not fighting with the chain as you work your stitches. So this is just a really good place to learn the lesson of not working too tightly when you do your initial chain stitches for a project. Because if I did these tight, this would not be a pleasant thing to watch right now for you, the viewer. All right, so there's 7 single crochets and we've got just 1 left before we are back at the beginning. The next part is probably my favorite part of making these little butterflies. What we're gonna do is fasten off our yarn. So I'm going to cut the working yarn with a little bit of a tail and draw it through that last loop and tighten. And now our little butterfly, this is going to be the spine, the body of the butterfly. He needs some antennas, and this part is super duper easy. All you've got to do is tie a little knot in each of these little antennas to form the antennas. So there's one and the other, and you got to try to make them relatively even, and then give them a little haircut, not so close to the knot that they come undone, but enough so that they don't look weird. So there's 1 antenna and then 2. So we've got our little caterpillar, but he's going to need some wings. So we're going to set aside our little caterpillar with his little antennas and start by making 2 large wings for this butterfly. So we're going to make our slip knot to start, and we're going to chain 9 stitches. Again, don't work too tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And now to form a ring, we're going to bring the slip knot end of our chain to the front, and we're going to do a slip stitch to form that ring, slipping through that first one and the last one. Leaving that tail off to the side, we're now going to work a single crochet stitch all the way around. So we're gonna chain 1 and single crochet 4 times. So we're single crocheting all the way around, but at the halfway point, we're going to do a single crochet 2 and 1. So there's single crochet once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and in the 5th chain, we're going to do single crochet twice in the same spot. So single crochet 2 and 1. So right here, we're single crocheting once, and in that same space, we are going to single crochet again. So that gives a little bit of a flare to the outside edge of our wing. And now we'll single crochet 4 times to finish the round. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now that we've gone all the way around, we can close that round with another slip stitch. And then you'll repeat what we just did for making a second wing before joining them to the body, which I'll show you after I show you how to make the small wings. So now the small wings, these are probably the most complicated part of how to make this butterfly, but they're really not that bad either. We'll start with our slip knot like before, and we're going to chain 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now the small wings, which I can show you on this guy, we've got the chain in the middle forming kind of a spine of our wings, and we're going to be working around into each side of this initial 6 chains. So taking a closer look, we've got that chain 6, and now starting in the second stitch and working across, we're going to single crochet. So that'll be 5 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so we're back at our initial slip knot after single crocheting 5 down the one side of this guy. Next, now we've single crocheted all the way across 5 times and we're back to the slip knot. Now we're going to chain 1 to give us a little bit of room to go around to the other side of this piece. Now we're going to work in the spine bumps of our initial chain and single crochet 4 times. So there's 1, and there's the little bump we're looking for, 2, and you'll see that we're working through just 1 loop instead of the normal V of a chain. 3 and 4, like so. And now we're almost to the end of our row, and what we're going to do is finish off with a slip stitch. We'll break our yarn, draw that tail through, and then you've got this tail, just like our tail on our large wing. You can use these tails to crochet or hand sew the wings to the body of the butterfly. So taking a look at the finished butterflies, this white one will look the most like what we've done. You'll see that this is laying nice and flat, and this is what the back looks like where I joined the wings. One thing I recommend doing, which I did with this butterfly here, is wet blocking it. So you'll just need to soak it in cold water for about 15 minutes until it's all saturated, pat it dry in a towel, and then if you get some straight pins like with sewing or knitting specific or crochet specific blocking pins, you can pin this flat almost like a specimen that you'd see at a natural history museum. And when you let it dry while pinned, that helps the finished butterfly lay really nice and flat instead of all curled up like these guys are before blocking. These super cute little butterflies crochet up really fast and don't take a super high skill level to make. If you've got any other ideas for places that you could put these cute little butterflies, let us know in the comments, and also let us know there if you have any questions. And as always, don't forget to tune in again soon for more crochet tutorials.